I've got some dry ice. See, isn't it cool? It expands from a solid to a gas, and when it does that, it expands 700 times its volume. You can see the thing bubbling. This is called an airlock. You get them at brewer supply places where you make beer or wine. What you've got when you're making beer or wine is a solution of sugary water, which we're going to make for the mosquito trap, which actually I've already made. I've taken 3 cups of water and 3 cups of brown sugar, boiled them together, made a syrup. But one of the objections that was in the comment section of my first video testing this type of trap was I didn't tape around here, and I didn't do that because I didn't want to, because I wanted to open it up and be able to show you if we caught any mosquitoes. I want to play with dry ice. Okay, so I've taped this one. I haven't taped this one. I've got 6 pellets of dry ice in each of these, and we're going to see when we add some hot water how it reacts, because we're trying to get to the bottom of this. There we are, the taped one. It's 1/3 of a cup in case you're keeping score. This one's taped. This one's not taped. One of these things is exactly like the other. It doesn't matter if it's taped or it's not taped, okay? So we got 2/3 of a cup in each type of trap. 1/3. Put it in here so we can measure the approximate volume, the output of this amount of sugar water plus yeast. I don't think it's very much at all, and I think that's why the trap isn't working for me. It might for you, but it hasn't been for me. And I got a lot of comments about how I did things wrong, so I'm following a different video with instructions, and I'm showing you how I measure very carefully and doing variations of it so that we can see what matters and what doesn't. And all you cranky commenters ought to subscribe to my channel, because you might have noticed by now that I'm usually happy, and maybe you could pick that up by osmosis. Not let things bother you so much. It's more fun to be happy. You know I'm right. Done. The recipe calls for dry yeast. It's got to be fresh. Let's check the fresh date. Where is it? There it is. November 7th of 2016. Today is July 17th of 2015. So we're well within the fresh date. The video online that people were telling me I did it wrong and didn't follow the instructions right says that we need 11 grams of this yeast powder. And this is, how much is it? 21 grams. Can you see that? 21 grams. So we'd get 10.5 grams with half a pack of this yeast. I'm just going to estimate, because if you know about microbiology, you know that the yeast is going to colonize this environment, whether it's 3 grains of yeast or a whole packet. But I'm going to estimate and put a half packet in each one of these. Put that in there. We'll monitor this, so we'll know when all of these are giving off carbon dioxide. It's been 2 days. We're going to check the traps. This one's taped. Let's see if we can see any mosquitoes. No. Moths, gnats. I can smell. It smells like someone's baking bread. So that yeast is activated and foaming. That's nice. Here's our trap without the tape. We've got active yeast. We've got a nice smell. We've got miscellaneous bugs. None of them mosquitoes. I'm sad to say, I was hoping the trap would work if we did everything the way we're supposed to, which we have. This one is a prime example. Following all the recipe for the sugar water, using brown sugar instead of white, putting in 11 grams of yeast, putting it in a location full of mosquitoes. We haven't got them. I'll check back. We're going to do this for 2 weeks. So stay tuned for an update. You might subscribe and then you wouldn't miss it when I post the updated video. I got some more. Over here, back by the stump behind the sheds, where we used to have a wheelbarrow that filled with water and then filled with mosquito larvae. So should be a nice location to grab some mosquitoes in our awesome trap. If it is awesome, if it does work. This one is not taped. And there's no mosquitoes. This one is taped. Nothing. I can smell the beautiful yeast smell, but we're not catching any mosquitoes. Sad to say, look at all the gnats. I don't know if you can see them. But there's plenty of gnats, and there's plenty of gnats in the trap, but no mosquitoes, not a one. Out back there's a beautiful, oh look at this. It's so hot and humid. There we go. This is a beautiful stump. And, see, it's buggy back here. I've seen mosquitoes. There's a daddy long leg. Here's a taped trap with some gnats. It smells like yeast, bread. It's attracted a lot of gnats. It's attracted 3 daddy long legs that drowned in there. I like daddy long legs. I don't like mosquitoes, and I wish we had trapped some, but as you see, taped with the proper solution, left in a proper place where a draft can't take away all the carbon dioxide. We got nothing. We got nothing. Here's another trap. It's not taped. We got ants and another daddy long leg. It's looking disgusting. Oh, there's a moth too. We'll give it more time. But the preliminary results say that the trap doesn't work, no matter what you do. It's been 3 more days since the mosquito traps. Daddy long legs there. This one knocked over again. Hey, there's something in there. Could it be? Let's have a look. Oh, it's taped. Alright. Something was flying around in there, but it did not look like a mosquito. We've got more ants. We've still got that strong yeast smell, like rising bread. Here's one that's taped. It's got a daddy long leg approaching but not in there. Hey, Daddy Longleg. Those are my favorite kind of spider. Reminds me of Johnny Quest. Nothing, no mosquitoes. Do you see any mosquitoes? No, I see moths. I see flies. Okay. Now this one. Hey, look. There's a mosquito stuck to the outside. Or that's not a mosquito, is it? No. But I can use this to demonstrate my new trap. This is fun. See this thing? I thought, alright, saying how the trap doesn't work is not nice, it's negative. Alright, so build your own trap design, Dougie. I did. See that? That's a dollar store fan. I'll turn it on for you. It's just taped to this thing. Now this is cheesecloth. And you can see, I wanted to show you, I've already got a mosquito in there. See how that sucks it in? Come on, mosquito. He just went through the blades. Where is he? He's right there. This other one, see, now I've got two. The other one landed on my finger, and I noticed it. I turned on the trap, and I went, sucked it right in. So I'm just beginning to test this device, but I will make a video on how to make this. Because it's real easy, and it costs a couple bucks. That's an orange juice bottle. Some cheesecloth, which you can buy at the dollar store for $1, and some clear tape, and a fan that costs $1. It works better than this mosquito trap, this design. We already know that. Alright. Let's see if you can see me vacuuming these gnats in. Again, this is not taped. We're primarily catching moths. Something flew out of there. That might have been a mosquito. Now watch. Here's my fan trap. It works on gnats too. We got him in there. That one survived his trip through the fan. Walking in, I walked right into two different cobwebs. I call that a spider web hairnet. It's happened to me a bunch of times. The spiders are always polite about it. They just drop off. See, here's one. This is beautiful back here. All these rocks and vines. You can see that I've placed the trap right there. And I'm about to set up the trail cam right here. So in case a possum comes by in the middle of the night and decides it wants to mess with the trap and drink the sugar water, which would be a likely scenario actually, then that's fine. But we'll know it. We'll know what knocked over the trap, which is kind of cool. There we go. Alright. You stand over here and watch me work a minute. We don't. Okay. Let's go. Let's crash back in there and see how the mosquito trap is doing. Oh man, walked right through it anyway. Jeez. There's a spider. See who's getting out of the way? But I thought my little wand would save me from that spider web here. Now, I did it again. See, as I'm getting older, my vision isn't as good. There's the spider. Okay, come on. In and out of the shadows, I just don't see as well. I've still got really good vision in the just for distance, which I'd rather have. If I had to make a choice, I'd rather be able to see to the next ridge than a spider web, which is, hey look, it's gone. Wow. Mosquito trap. It's gone. See any tracks? I've got the camera. Hope it worked. Yeah, it's right over there. See? Something took it. I'm sure a deer did not take it. That's a deer track. That's something. That might be a deer track too. Left in the mud. See any mosquitoes? No. I believe that's a possum. You see that track right there? That one too. Okay. So, our prime suspect is a possum. That's fun. But I don't see the camera trap going off. So maybe we didn't get him on tape. I'll keep you posted. Here's our bottle of solution, pushing up as it generates carbon dioxide, pushing up on the liquid here, and it has. It's come from a straight line of liquid to all the way down there, so it might be about to make a bubble if it can generate a little more pressure. But it's been 2 days, and that's presumably as much as we've got. So this amount of liquid, which is the same amount I put in the traps, you can see the yeast is activated and it's growing, but it's not putting out much carbon dioxide. Here we are 5 days later. This balloon hasn't moved. Of course, I understand that a balloon can let some air through. This is the extent of the carbon dioxide generated from the fermentation process is about a toddler's lungful. There is not a lot of CO2 coming off this thing. So I don't know how it can attract mosquitoes. In fact, my data says that it doesn't attract mosquitoes. Let's head out in the yard and we'll check all the traps. No mosquitoes. No mosquitoes.